Yo, what is up, you guys? Holy cow, that just sounds so weird to say because the fact that I've been gone for 6 whole months, like, it's still not setting in. Like, man, time just flew by me, and I honestly want to apologize to you guys 'cause I never thought it would take me this long to make a video for you all. I mean, but you guys have been super, super patient, and even the fact that a lot of you guys were even commenting on my old videos, asking me how I was, maybe give you guys a little bit of an update. And I know I commented a couple times saying, oh, I'm gonna have a video out, hopefully this month or that month, and then things just happened and I got so sidetracked and I just was never able to get it out. But here I am finally, and it's 2023, which is crazy. This is definitely something that's gonna be on my New Year's resolution, is to be more consistent if I can. Hopefully, things are settled now. But I mean, what have you guys been up to? I need to ask you guys. Please let me know in the comments, because I've gone through a lot. So some of the things that I've gone through is that you guys might recognize the background. I don't know if you noticed. I mean, it has been a long time since I made a video, but I actually moved and I'm finally all settled in now. I'm really liking the new place. I have some new additions around the room too. Getting this new place was actually kind of like a fresh, like, clean slate to start new and get new, like, furniture, redecorate my room how I kind of want it to be. So it's been great. So I'm really, really liking it. I'm probably gonna go around my room later and show you guys what I've gotten. I did get a couple, like, new figures, but some of them I haven't unboxed yet. I've been waiting for you guys. I did get into Funko Pops, so I'm gonna show you that. I got a lot of cool wall prints and stuff, so yeah. But I'm loving the new place. I'm excited to be here, and finally it's arranged to the point where I can actually make a video in it, because my goodness, it was a mess for a good amount of time, for sure. And then also, I don't know if I ever told you guys about it. I mean, it's been so long, but I am currently attending FAU, Florida Atlantic University. So yeah, I am a college student. School has been, taking up a lot of my free time. And then outside of school, I also work too. But I'm majoring in health science, so I am going to be graduating soon. So I'm really, really ecstatic about that. But yeah, that's been definitely taking up a lot of my free time for sure. And with school, I've been just honestly enjoying the overall experience of it. Coming into FAU, I was a big introvert. I wasn't really engaging with too many people. I mean, I would have like a small set of friends that I would, go out and hang out with, from time to time. But, there's always been times where, like, I would kind of brush them off because, I would rather be home, in my room, in my safe spot, But yeah, I really wanted to flip that around, coming into FAU. And so I've been just trying to go out, meet new people, try new things, and FAU just provides everything that you could ever want if you're looking for that kind of stuff, and I'm so happy that, I've done that, because I've met a lot of cool people and, met a lot of new close friends, and they even share my same hobby with, anime and collecting some stuff, and it's really, really cool, man. I would have never met a lot of these people if I didn't just go out, of my comfort zone and try it. So I'm really, really grateful for it. So yeah, I kind of had to put YouTube on the back burner. I hated doing it. I still have a passion for YouTube, and I never stopped collecting stuff, while I was away. Like, I would still be getting stuff from Ami, and I've been kind of just holding it off, instead of opening it. I wanted to just wait so I can make a video for you guys. I'm probably not gonna be able to open everything today because I did get a lot in those 6 months. Also, a lot of stuff I did have to cancel because of the move and everything like that, so I had to make some sacrifices. And then even some figures actually kind of worked out better for me too, because I completely forgot that some of them I pre-ordered. And then I went back and looked, and some of them were actually delayed. I was able to save money for the move, get new stuff. So yeah, it actually really, really worked out. So yeah. So finally, a lot of my extra free time has been going into these classes that I've been taking at FAU. I'm so happy to be in these classes because, I mean, these classes literally surround my all-time favorite hobby. And it's the fact that boku ga nihongo o benkyou shite imasu. Sono keiken wa yokata. Mada manabu koto ga takusan arimasu. Dude, the fact that I'm able to say that is just so awesome. Yes, I'm learning Japanese. This has been something that I've wanted to do for the longest time, and I can finally do that at FAU. It's crazy because I did not know that FAU provided Japanese classes. I actually found out through a friend, and once I found out, I registered immediately. They even have like studying abroad where you can go to Tokyo or Okinawa and all these other places. So I'm also signing up for that too in the near future. But yeah, I got all my textbooks. I've been really putting a lot of time into this. These textbooks are amazing for anyone that wants to learn Japanese. And it's been tough, man. It's been actually really hard because this actually is my second language that I'm learning. I learned Spanish in high school, but I use that term or that word loosely because of the fact that, you know, in high school, I kind of had a different mindset, and my teacher was super lenient. He let us use our phones. And so my mindset at the time was, oh, this is going to be an easy A. And I really regret it because it's kind of disrespectful to the language. And the fact that I kind of cheated myself out of learning Spanish, you know, being in Florida, you know, Spanish is super common. I mean, if I could go back and change it, you know, how I thought and how I acted, I would in a heartbeat. But yeah, so this is actually my second language. I've been really enjoying it. It is hard, for sure. It is hard. I mean, I've never experienced something like this, you know, taking the way I learned how to speak and learn how to talk and then starting that from like ground zero. But it's just overall very rewarding though, because, you know, I'm always watching anime, and the fact that like, I'm able to pick off like bits and pieces of what they're saying, you know, and actually put it together, and, you know, without looking at the subtitles, like it's just so, it's so new to me. It's so cool. I can't describe it. I mean, keep in mind, I'm still a super beginner, but I'm happy to be, you know, doing this. I remember when I first started with hiragana, and I thought it was honestly impossible. You know, it was just, I don't even want to say it's Egyptian handwriting to me, because, or like look like hieroglyphics, because it's literally Japanese, but it was just so hard to wrap my head around that. And then once I got past that hurdle of learning it, I had to go to katakana, and then katakana, it felt like I was starting from ground zero again. So it's been a ride, man. It's been a ride, but I'm really happy. I've got like a whole notebook full of notes, and like every day I'll make it, you know, part of my daily regimen to find out some new words and jot it down, and then just completely just go through everything. But yeah, so that is just really neat. I just thought I would share that with you guys, because I think what I want to do for the channel in the future is have like maybe little segments, you know, maybe where I'm like completely talking in Japanese and then have like subtitles over it, you know, just to practice, because I think that's easily the hardest thing about learning the language right now, is not being able to really, you know, be super vocal, you know, especially outside of the class. You know, inside we're doing some, you know, exercises, you know, we're talking with our classmates for sure, but, you know, I want to, you know, take it out of that environment and maybe practice it here. And you guys gotta let me know what you think. I thought it would just be a really cool way, you know, to throw that in the mix, you know. So yeah, I do kind of want to show you guys, you know, a couple of things that I got and added, and I thought it would be really fun to go through that. You know, I got a whole bunch of new prints, some plushies, some new manga. Yeah, so like I want to keep you guys up to date, you know, starting, you know, forward here in 2023, so we don't fall behind. I actually did go to Otaku Fest earlier this month. Otaku Fest was amazing, man. It was such a blast. I really enjoyed seeing all the vendors that came out there, man. It is just such a good time. Like, if you guys have never been to any one of those kinds of events, definitely check it out when you can, man. I'm also going to be going to Florida SuperCon later this year. It's going to be awesome. I actually got the chance to meet the artist who made a lot of the prints on my walls, and he was such a nice guy, man. He was super cool. And if you guys want any of these prints, I'm definitely gonna link his page in the description, you know, and a link to his website where you can purchase it for yourself. I will say though, it's pretty pricey. You know, in person you actually make more of a deal. But yeah, if you're trying to get it online, it's there. Just know that it's gonna be a little pricey. But yeah, let me show you guys what I got. So for the new room, I added a whole bunch of lights. I've always been into like the cyberpunk futuristic kind of setting, so that was a must for the room. And so like starting off, like you could see it all over my ceiling, and then even where my prints are, I have all these like LED freaking things stripped to the wall. And it's just super, super, super cool in my opinion. And I'm gonna turn around here too, so you can actually see it. I have it in this back corner. But yeah, it's a really small room. But you know what? It's actually homey because I know my last room was actually pretty big, but like I was kind of like secluded to like one little area in that room. Of course, I had my glass case off to the side, but yeah, it was kind of like a little corner. I had like my desk and I had like my TV on top of it, and then like of course the back wall was like covered in a whole bunch of like posters and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I really like this room. So yeah, I guess starting on top of my glass display case, I got this new edition of freaking Inosuke. I think he's super adorable, man. I love it. He just sits right on top of my books. You can actually take him down here too, and like you can see the rest of his body there. But like they purposely designed him just to spread out wherever you place him, and it's just perfect up there. And of course, here is my Junji Ito collection, man. Junji Ito is definitely one of my favorite horror manga artists, man. He is just phenomenal, man. He just always does a bang out job with delivering crazy aspects of horror that you wouldn't typically see in everyday stuff. So it is really cool. Yeah, I think I shared with you guys before me getting Uzumaki and Tomi, but since then I added Gyo, I added Smash and Shiver, and then I have Liminal Zone here too. And then also I got a manga from Death Wish. Death Wish is actually a clothing brand. And I actually was surprised that they even had a manga. I guess the artist was trying to get a big enough following, and I guess when he got enough money, he put it out. And man, it is definitely brutal. It is not for the faint of heart. But it was a really good read too. I think he's working on his second issues. That should be coming out soon. So yeah, I really love it. And then coming over here, of course, I have all my Demon Slayer stuff and some Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm really excited for Demon Slayer because I know the Swordsmith arc is coming out later this year. That is going to be really hype. I was actually reading through a little bit of it, but you know what's kind of crazy? I think I would rather just watch it when it airs. I don't know. It just seems like Demon Slayer is just that type of anime for me personally, where I want to see it just unfold on the screen. Because I mean, it is known for its visuals, and it's kind of funny because when I read the manga, it's just so different, you know? I mean, it came a long way for sure from the manga, but I love it nonetheless. And of course, we've got Chainsaw Man. I mean, Chainsaw Man is absolutely fantastic. I know the anime just dropped, and I was really excited for it. And they did such a good job, man. I was honestly kind of crying because Chainsaw Man is literally one of my first mangas that I've ever read. So for me, it really meant a lot. And the fact that it was such a hit and how widely it was received by a lot of people just made it so good. I know when I went to Otaku Fest, there was so many people dressed up as Denji and Power, and oh my gosh, I don't think the internet is ready for season 2, because I mean, the internet already broke with these characters, I feel. They were just so widely loved, and I cannot wait for season 2. I don't want to talk about it anymore because I don't want to say something and accidentally spoil it for you guys, because I'm sure you're going to enjoy it for sure. Another big thing that I got into is actually Berserk, man. Berserk is beautifully crafted, man. I love the world that is like literally just shown to you, and the characters, man, and I love Guts. It is honestly a depressing read, I will say for sure. but it is a great read nonetheless. I have only gotten 3 volumes because these puppies are kind of expensive. Each one goes for like $50, and it is a long read, each one of them, man. Like, it is not a small read. This will take you a good amount of time. Like, these are thick boys for sure, dude, for sure. But definitely recommend it, man. You know what's actually crazy too, because I saw this actually one TikTok where this girl was sitting on all volumes, because I think there's like 11 in total. Oh yeah, this is the deluxe edition, by the way, too. I completely forgot that. So, but I think in total, if you're trying to read everything or own everything, it's like $600. And when I found out, I was just completely blown away. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I want to spend that much money. But I probably will end up doing it anyway. Who cares? Then in this little corner, I actually have San and Moro from Princess Mononoke. I just recently watched Princess Mononoke for the first time, and the hype was completely justified, man. Like, I love this movie so much. It's easily become one of my favorite movies. Of course, next to Spirited Away. Studio Ghibli always push out such spectacles, man. Like, anytime you watch their movies, you're just completely blown away by the visuals and the soundtrack and the actual art direction that these movies go in, man. It is just absolutely fantastic. You know, it's actually crazy too with this poster. I ordered it on Amazon, and for some reason it only had 1 review. And then, like, after I had ordered it, like, it just completely vanished from the site. It was just, I don't know, swallowed into the freaking shadow realm. I have no idea where it went, and it actually put me in a state of panic because I was wondering if I was gonna even get this or not. But then, like, I was actually able to be put at ease when Amazon was saying that it was actually being shipped out. So, but still, I mean, I still had something in the back of my mind telling me maybe you're probably gonna get like a little poster of, like, I don't know, like a Teletubby or something, and not the actual poster of what you're ordering. I don't know, but I'm glad it got here. I attached like these little wall scrolls on them, and it turned out really cool. And then to the right of it, I got another wall scroll from Amazon of this like cherry blossom fox. This is really cool. And then, yes, we have the first acrylic wall art from Ozzy. I'm definitely gonna put his link in the description. You guys gotta check him out, man. He does a fantastic job with these wall arts, man. Of course, I got my boy Ichigo. He looks extra crispy, dude. I'm probably gonna honestly have to do like another video without the lights on, because the thing is with these little things, they're super reflectant. So, but that's what makes it really dope. It's got like this great gloss finish on it, but it's super neat, man. And then right next to him, I have a print of Bayonetta. And actually, I've been a really big fan of Bayonetta for a long time. And I believe this is her 3rd game iteration. So I haven't gotten the chance to play the 3rd game. But what I'm doing is I'm going back and I'm playing the first one. I actually had the first one on the original Xbox 360, and then I believe the second one was pushed to Switch only. And what's actually crazy is at the time I didn't have a Switch, so don't tell anyone, and please, Nintendo cops, don't come and get me. Don't freaking, you know, FBI through my door right now. They're not coming, are they? But I had to emulate it to play the second one. Oh, I'm sorry. But it's all good now because I actually recently got a Switch, and it's right down here. And I went ahead and I bought the entire trilogy on the Switch, and I'm pretty much playing the first one, and I'm gonna play through the second one, and then of course play the third one for the first time ever. So it's all good. You guys got your money back. We're all good. Don't kick through my door. But yeah, I actually picked up this print at Otaku Fest. So this really came out nice, and I love it. And she's rather small too, so she literally fits right in between both Ichigo and then Hibana, who I'm gonna show you right now. Fire Force is actually really special anime to me because it's one of the first animes that I watched with a buddy that we kind of like duoed it together. And Hibana is a S tier waifu for sure, man. And it's kind of cool because like with this print, or all of Ozzy's prints in general, he always adds his like own little flair to it. And what's actually really cool is he gave Hibana like a Shinra tattoo. She's like obsessed with him in the show. So it's kind of like I'm getting like 2 characters for the price of 1, which is really, really cool. So I'm glad that that worked out. But yeah, it is just absolutely beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful. And then I guess I can show you like my little setup down here. So yeah, with also getting a Switch, I got a PS5. I'd never had this before. I'm super, super happy I was able to get my hands on one. I know the PS5s are actually super hard to come by. Well, they were hard to come by, I think, last year. I think now they're still tough to get, but they're not impossible. But anyways, I'm happy I got it. And I actually have it turned on too, because I think after I'm done filming this, I'm gonna jump on Persona 5. That is the best game in my opinion, like as far as like the anime genre kind of goes. It's a great game, man. I played the original Persona 5, and then this is Royale. I think that was like one of the updated versions for the PS5. So it's really, really dope. But yeah, this is what my setup's looking like. And of course, I got my little Razer laptop right here, just chilling. And then I got this Lugia plushie at some kind of like random toy event that I went to. But the Lugia plushie is actually really, really nice, man. I'm a big Pokemon fan. And then as a Christmas gift, my friend got me this little Gengar mouse pad, man. It is super, super nice. Oh, you know what? I don't know if I can show this. Wait. I think I can. Wait, hold on. Let me walk over to my mirror. I actually have a Gengar case. And there's me. Yes. So he could definitely feel the excitement knowing that I would actually really, really love this. So this is another great addition to the room. Yeah, and then I'm going to show you the other side. And on this side, I actually have 2 more prints from Ozzy that are really, really dope. One of them specifically is Denji from Chainsaw Man. Oh my gosh, I love this so much, man. Like I said, Chainsaw Man, it was, in my opinion, it was a huge success. So seeing that he was actually offering this print, it's just, I had to get him, man. I had to get him. It's kind of hard to show this off because you can literally see my LED lights reflecting off of it. Hold on, I might have to turn those back ones up. 1 second. Okay, so yeah, now he's a lot easier to see. But yes, this Denji is super cool, man. Oh my gosh, he came out so good. And it's funny too because he actually added a chain for Denji, and it's of Pochita. That is just too cute, man. That is too cute. Oh my gosh, it is awesome. And then right underneath it, I got these little hand-drawn things of Tanjiro holding a Totodile, one of my favorite Pokemons as well. And then you have Inosuke holding a Cubone, man. I think this is just so neat. I think this is awesome, man. I love this so much. And then to the left of it, we have some more Pokemon. We have Gengar and Totodile again in pixel art. And then we have one last print from Ozzy, and that's of Mew, Gengar, Haunter, and then what's actually really cool is on this print itself, it features Dark Magician Girl. Like a lot of his stuff, it's kind of cool because it's like a mixed bag of everything. And then, oh wait, I didn't even realize you have Shenron there too, in the top corner. Yeah, it's always like a mixed bag with these things. You get a whole bunch of characters. You get a lot of bang for your buck. And then of course I have another LED strip right there. And I just love it. I love how everything's set up, man. And then of course right below these two, we have even more. I actually got a plushie of Pochita at Otaku Fest. And it was actually so funny too how I got Pochita, because I remember I saw someone there and he was holding one, and I was like, dude, where did you get that, my man? And he's like, oh yeah, I got it from this one vendor. He's at one of the stands. He's like, I forgot exactly where it is, but you better go and grab one because I think the dude only has like 2 or 3 of them left. And bro, I've never run so fast in my life. Like I was literally knocking so many people over just to get this Pochita, because I remember this was actually being sold, I think, on Ami Ami and also like Big Bad Toy Store. And of course, as soon as anything Chainsaw Man related is announced, it literally just got bought up to death, man. So I raced over to that stand and I literally got the last one. It was crazy because someone was behind me and I felt so bad because after I bought it, they were asking the dude if he has any more. And the guy's like, nope, that kid got the last one. And of course, she's like looking at me, like walking away with it. And like, oh, I could literally only shed a tear for, you know, my fellow Chainsaw Pochita enthusiast. And then I got the Build-A-Bear Gengar, and you know what? I'm actually ashamed how much I spent for him, but I think it's worth it. For how much I love this goddamn Pokemon, and I wish I didn't like you so much, man. You're literally eating my money. So Build-A-Bear, I guess, did a crossover with Pokemon, and he's an limited edition event bear. So I had to order him online because I think they don't give them in shops anymore. And because you're getting it online, they tack on a lot of other stuff too. So he came out in total to like $115. Yes, man, $115 for a plushie. But I still love you, even though you make me so mad. But he is so soft, and I feel like as far as plushies go, they did such a good job with him too. Like he is spot on to the original like look of Gengar. Like there's a lot of other Gengar plushies out there that you can get cheaper for sure, but I think this one captures like the pure essence of him. So I really love him. Oh yeah, I forgot. He actually speaks too. Hold up, let me sit him up. Here, say something for the folks, Gengar. Yes! I think he has like 5 different lines. Well, lines. It's a Pokemon. They only say their name. I mean, but he says it 5 different ways. There we go. It's really cool. He's super soft. I snuggle with him every night. I'm not gonna lie too, there's been times where like I'll have him like propped up like this, and then like I'll come home really late at night and all I see is his face in the darkness, and he jump scares me a couple times. Oh man, but I love you so much, my man. And the last thing I have to show you is this futuristic samurai cyberpunk girl, and it's made by the artist. I hate that they named themselves this, but their name is Legion Trash Art. But please don't call yourself that, because this is literally gorgeous. This is beautiful. And then I added some cherry blossom tree here right behind her, and this is really dope. It like separates a little bit too. That's really awesome. So this first figure I actually have to share with you guys today is none other than Mikasa Ackerman from Attack on Titan. Oh, she is just pure perfection. She has easily become a character that has snuck into my top 5 waifus list, and honestly I adore her to death. What's actually crazy is I literally just started watching Attack on Titan. I know it's been out for so long. I mean, it is one of the biggest animes out right now, and especially the fact that there's so much hype surrounding the last season, because I think another part of it is going to drop this year. But I literally just started it 2 weeks ago, and in those 2 weeks I already finished season 1 and season 2. I mean, the storytelling is just phenomenal. I didn't realize or didn't even know it was going to be that good. It is just insane how they constantly have all these twists and turns and plot reveals, giving you more and more information. But the way that they give the information, it makes you question everything, and it makes you want to have those questions answered. And that's how it just keeps you completely hooked. I'm loving it. I cannot wait to get to season 3 and 4. But I might have to take a little bit of a break and watch something else in between, because honestly I burned through both those seasons so fast, and I hate to finish something that's so good. But yeah, I decided to go with Kotobukiya's 1/8 scale of her. She goes for about 20,000 yen or 150 US dollars. she's actually very, very affordable, I gotta say, compared to a lot of other of my figures. You know, Kotobukiya always has those great deals. You know, you can't go wrong with Kotobukiya, and they always knock it out of the park. Like, you can always trust their quality. I mean, for starters, the box is just absolutely beautiful. I love how on the side of the box you can see the Colossal Titan. That was actually just revealed to me in Season 2, the fact that this Colossal Titan is Bertholdt. Oh my gosh, I still can't get over that. It breaks my heart every time hearing freaking Reiner and Bertholdt, you know, reveal that they're actually Titans. But yeah, that is just really, really cool. I love that. And then on the back of the box, you can see her in full display, just absolutely looking graceful with her maneuver gear. And oh my gosh, just look at this Scout's cloak, dude. Oh, it's just so perfect. It's perfect, it's perfect. So yeah, let me unbox her and then just go over some of the details that she has. I'm super, super excited. So now that I have Mikasa all unboxed and I can take a long, good look at her, I gotta say, Kotobukiya, you did it again. My expectations are always met every single time. It is honestly straight robbery, I feel like, at this point, because there's so much quality, and for such a fair price, it's crazy to me. Please keep pumping out figures like this, Kotobukiya. Never change. I mean, you guys are the saving grace out here, for sure. I mean, they did Mikasa so much justice, man. I really, really can't thank you guys enough. I mean, I gotta start off with the base. I mean, I love the complete design of the base, and I love the fact that the base is so sturdy too. Like, look at this. It can sit in the palm of my hand, and you would think like the smallest gust of wind would just send Mikasa flying off this base as if a Titan hit her, but no, it stands true, man. And I love the fact that they did go with this like trunk of a tree base, because it really does incorporate, you know, more elements of the show into this figure, because they're usually always using their ODM gear and zipping around rooftops or tower sides, or in this case, you know, trees. And so that just really, really adds more depth to this. Even the trunk itself has a lot of detail in there. You got like a lot of cuts in there. You even have a piece of the blade sticking into the tree trunk side. That is just so neat. It really just shows that Mikasa was in some crazy, crazy battle. And I mean, in the show, man, she is all over the place. She is badass for sure. So it's really, really reflecting here. And Mikasa herself, man, wow. The fact that they were able to capture movement in this figure for her is just completely blows my mind. You know, starting from like the blades themselves, I love how it has the wiring coming straight into the ODM gear, and the fact that like the wiring, it doesn't look like it's just sitting there, you know, it actually looks like it's flowing as she's going through the air, and it just adds, you know, so much, you know, dynamic to the figure. And the fact that the blades themselves have so much detail as well, like you can see the complete grip on the handles themselves. Oh, I gotta see if I can zoom in here and you can check it out. And then like you can see all the little handles that they actually use to, you know, detach the blades and then re-add them in there. That is just so neat, man. Like, it is crazy. I mean, even down to like her hands, like holding the blades themselves. Like, you got all this detail in her fingernails. It is just absurd, man. It is really, really absurd. And then coming down to Mikasa herself, I mean, wow. The shading and the coloring on her is absolutely phenomenal. And the fact that you can actually display her with or without her Scout Company cloak, it's just so cool. It's so cool. If you take off the cloak, you can see her scarf more. The scarf that Eren gave her, you know, it means a lot to her. And I just love that they were able to, you know, capture that and incorporate it as well. So yeah, you can display either or. I mean, personally, I prefer the cloak, because I mean, the cloak just means so much in the show. And, you know, it actually, in this case, even adds more to the figure itself, because of the fact that they did such a good job with it flowing as well. You know, as if like the wind is literally just lifting this sucker up. And then her face expression is so on point. I mean, most of the show, Mikasa has a pretty stern face. She's always very serious. You know, she's always looking out for Eren. But the fact that she has such a stern face, And then underneath there, she's so caring and loving. It's just, oh, it is just beautiful, man. It is absolutely, absolutely beautiful. Oh man. But like, there's so much to just keep going on about this figure too. The fact that they even have the gas canisters for the ODM gear too, right on top of the blades. What is the word that I'm looking for? I guess where you sheath the blades. Yeah, it's so sick. It'd be cool if they had some kind of like extra particle effect where gas would be like just shooting out or something. I mean, I think that's just asking for too much, but that would be sick. You know, that would just be even more icing on this beautiful cake already. I mean, but yeah, here, you got to see a close-up of the maneuver gear itself too. There is just so much detail jam-packed in here. It is just absolutely wild. And I can honestly talk about her for days because there's so much here, man. But this is an absolutely beautiful figure. It comes in a 3 set. I know I was trying to get my hands on Levi, but Levi is very hard to come by. But it's actually really cool though, is I didn't get Aaron because actually I got Aaron for my friend who's just got into collecting, and I got it for him as a Christmas gift. So it's kind of cool to like have this figure, and then he has Aaron, you know, it's kind of like we have all the characters, sort of. And then, yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to get my hands on Levi in the future, you know, to complete the set. That'll be super sick. So we can both appreciate these figures together. So yeah, I'm really happy about this. Thank you so much, Kotobukiya. Wow, this is a great addition to the collection for sure. So this next figure truly shows how much someone is worth from the League of Villains, and they left a huge hole in my wallet after what I spent. So I got her for about $280, which is equivalent to 36,000 yen. Oof, I really don't want to repeat that. But you know what? If that's what it's gonna cost, I'm gonna pay for it. It's none other than Spirit Tales Himiko Toga desu. I mean, I remember when this figure was still in the concept stages, and I knew it was gonna be a banger. I just knew it. So I kept an eye on her, and then as we got closer and closer to, I guess the final iteration of her, it just sealed the deal. I mean, she is just absolutely gorgeous. Holy cow. I personally feel like this is the best Toga figure, if not the Toga figure to have if you're a fan of her, 100% in my opinion. I mean, it is just insane. She comes in this clear box. I'm not really a fan of these boxes, but you know what? I feel like it works for her because I mean, you just get to have a sneak peek of what she's literally going to show. I mean, it is just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it's kind of hard to get her in this little box on recording too because it's so reflectant. You can literally see my LEDs in the back. But she's got like a really cool close-up of her face on the back of the box. And I am just super excited to unbox her in all her glory. Shook. So now that Himiko is all unboxed and she's on full display, I gotta say, yeah, this is definitely, in my opinion, the Himiko Toga figure. I mean, I think there's nothing that beats this, in my opinion. Like, 100%. This is it. I mean, I feel like the figure speaks for itself. It's just absolutely beautiful, man. Assembly-wise, she was really easy to assemble. She's not hard at all. All you do is literally take her out of the box and just plop her right on the top of this base. Now, the only thing about that is the fact that there's nothing holding her really on. So like if you like nudge her even in the slightest, she's probably gonna slide off. And that's what I'm deathly afraid of right now. And the fact that like I'm trying to one-hand her and hold her up, and she's heavy. I don't know why she's so heavy. Maybe it's the base itself, maybe what it's made out of. I don't know, but like Mikasa has nothing on her, man. I feel like I'm carrying like a 5-pound dumbbell here, or maybe even 10 pounds at this point. Or maybe it just shows how much I don't go to the gym enough. I don't know, it could be one of those options. Yeah, she is just super gorgeous. I mean, holy cow, Spirit Tail, holy cow. And then after plopping her right up, all you do is you just take the chains and you just place it over her. And I think that is so neat in a figure. I've never seen a figure like this before. As far as like loose accessories that just go right onto it, that's just really, really cool to me. And it just adds so much more flair to the figure, you know, because it's not like it's stuck in, you know, in a fixed position. Like you can literally move it anywhere you want. So I'm sure there's gonna be people out there that put this in a really cool, customizable, you know, way. But I think how I have it is really, really cool. I mean, and then the base itself, there's just so much going on, but everything screams Himiko. Like it's just a bunch of miscellaneous things from like teddy bears and plushies and a whole bunch of clothes and accessories. And the coolest thing too is you got a whole bunch of her knives propped into everything that she uses. And it's kind of funny because then there's this one little poor bear right off to the side here that has a knife right into his head. Oh man, this poor Teddy got the worst of it. And what's really, really cool too is they have this one random thing that looks completely like Gengar. And I just love that so much. Like, I caught my eye as soon as I saw the base. I love that little Gengar thing so much. It also almost looks like Ditto a little bit in a sense too. I'm glad a lot of these figures, man, are getting these great bases, dude, because like I think the bases are super, super important, man. They really catch your eye and they really sell everything, you know what I mean? And I think that's what easily won me over with this, because like when I first saw the concept worked, I was like, ooh, I can't wait to see this base in full color. And then we got to see it, and here I am, still blown away. There's so much shading and there's so much detail. I mean, it is just really, really, really neat. Himiko herself, I mean, wow, they nailed it out of the park. I mean, her cardigan, you have all the creases, you have all the wrinkles in it. It is just perfect. I mean, wow. Holy moly. I'm like tripping over my words. I don't even know what to say because this is just great. She does have an interchangeable face. She has her default grinning smile, which I think is the best face to have, in my opinion, because I think that just screams Himiko Toga throughout the entirety of My Hero. She's literally always smiling, always showing those pearly whites, and I feel like that's the must-have one to have on. But her other face, it is her signature smile too, where you don't get as much teeth, but it just shows her cuter side, I guess. But I think I'm going to leave this one on for now because I think this is the definitive way to show her off. And I just love it. It just shows so much personality too, how she's like sticking her tongue out as well. And then, of course, you have the signature blush underneath her eyes. Oh, man. And then her hair, it's so, so good. It frills off into a ton of different directions, man. It's just so nice. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Even on the back, too, you can see her little blood canisters. You can see all the detailing there, all the wiring. I mean, holy moly. I don't think there's anything else to be said about this figure except that it is worth your money. That is for sure. And I think I'm going to go put her down now because I'm deathly afraid that I'm going to drop her. But wow, I am super happy with this figure. Spirit Tail, you nailed this 100%. And you know what? I'm actually excited to see if they ever do any more My Hero characters in the future. 100% for sure. So this last figure I have to share with you guys is honestly a figure that I just really took a chance with, to be honest. I saw her on Ami Ami and I thought she was just really, really well done. It was super simple yet elegant, very mysterious, and I feel like this is based on an illustration. I don't know the original artist. It's kind of crazy. I think this is probably the first figure that I didn't do any like research on or really like go into too much detail. I just saw her and the way that she was made, it was just very captivating. So I just bought her, you know, I'm just going for it. Why not, you know? But I think when I unbox her, I'm going to try to find out some more information and, you know, give credit where it's due because this looks absolutely beautiful. This is Ashram Design 1/7 Mask Girl Luna. I mean, she is just gorgeous. I mean, she's super, super captivating. And yeah, I can't wait to show her what she looks like with you guys. Yeah, so now that Luna is out and about, I don't know what it is, man. There's just something about this figure that really caught my eye when I was shopping on Ami Ami. But like, now that I'm looking at it, I just still can't figure it out. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. This really is a beautiful figure. So I went back and looked. It is original illustration by someone that goes by the name YD. So shout outs to you. I mean, this is just really, really well done. And shout out to Ashram Designs, I guess, to bring your illustration to life through this figure. I mean, this is a work of art, man. And the fact that she was really, really affordable and the quality is there, almost literally on par with Kotobukiya. Like, I can't ask for more. This is just awesome, man. This really, really is awesome. I love how very simplistic yet elegant she is in everything that she's wearing. You know, you got the cute little tunic on, and it's got this gloss finish over there that's very reminiscent to a lot of the bunny figures that I see, and even the bunny figure that I have, a Magical Bunny Senpai. It just really pops, and I really, really love how the jacket is beneath the shoulders, and she's in like this really, really elegant pose, and she has her hands in her pockets, and the jacket itself is really, really cool, man. This is dope. This is awesome, man. And the color grading in her hair is beautiful. You get nice shades of like purple into like a lighter tone of like red, and there's like a tiny bit of pink in there, and it's just really, really nice. And then especially when you look at this figure in the center, like you really get drawn towards her face, man. Like even with the mask on, like it's just something about her face that really, really draws you in. I guess maybe because when you're staring into her really, really nice green eyes, it's just like, wow, you are absolutely gorgeous. And she does have an interchangeable face. And even with that expression, it adds even more, man. Like when I look at her, I feel like she's like one of these characters in a show that I need to know more backstory on, man. Like, holy cow. This is a solid figure. And I gotta say, for being my first Ashram design figure, I definitely will look towards them in the future for sure, because this is really, really well done. Even her shoes are really, really nice. They kind of look like high top Air Forces, I want to say. And it's got like this really, really nice like chrome rainbow strip on the sides of her shoes. Like, I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if my camera picks it up. Hold up. That is just so neat, man. Wow. Holy smokes. I would give it some negatives. Well, the only negative I would give it is just, I guess, the base. It's very simple, but you know, at the same time, I don't really know if I could give that a negative, because at the same time, she's just very clean and simplistic look overall. So I guess it does fit it, you know what I mean? Either way, I think it's great. It would be cool if we got, you know, a whole bunch of stuff on the base, but you know what? Sometimes simple is good too. You know, you can't go wrong with simple sometimes. It's the simple things in life. But yeah, she was really easy to assemble. You just prop her up onto a little peg here. And you know what's actually interesting too is because from some of the shots that I've seen on Ami Ami, she actually had 2 pegs previously, but I guess they removed it. I guess she was able to stand on her own with the 1 peg. So hey, I can't complain. But that is really, really nice, man. I'm overall super happy. Wow. And I think honestly I might display her right next to Toga, Himiko, and the other gals. She's a great addition. Yes. And with that, that's all I have to show you guys for this video. Seriously, I gotta thank you again for being super patient with me. And especially to those who were commenting on my last video, you know, asking me how I'm doing, you know, wanting to get the update. Seriously, I really appreciate those comments. And I really cannot wait to hear back from you all, after this video. I mean, if you guys have seen any new animes, if you guys read any new manga, or if you guys are figure collectors yourself, let me know what you got into, what you watched. I want to hear it. I'm all for it, man. I'm open to suggestions, 100%. And hopefully for 2023, I can stay more consistent, and also with this video, it gives me a chance to find my footing with YouTube again, because I know I'm probably missing some things as far as like reviewing the figures. So I'm always open for constructive criticism. So let me know, you guys. I want to get better, and train up for the next video. But until next time, I hope you guys all stay safe out there. And I'm really happy that I'm back into the collecting world again. Take care, everyone. Be safe.